In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use a firewall in DigitalOcean. By the end, you'll know how to navigate to the firewall section, create a new firewall, configure sensible inbound and outbound rules, and apply those rules to the right droplets so your infrastructure stays reachable and secure. Start by signing in to the DigitalOcean control panel. On the left sidebar, open the Manage section. This is where DigitalOcean groups core tooling for your account. From there, choose Networking. Networking is home to your domains, load balancers, VPCs, and of course, firewalls. Inside networking, head to the Firewalls tab. If you've never set one up, this page will be blank and ready for your first configuration. Click Create Firewall to begin. Give your firewall a clear, descriptive name so you and your team immediately recognize its purpose later. A name like Web Front-End Firewall or Staging DB Firewall makes it easy to spot and reduces mistakes. Good naming is a small habit that pays off when you manage multiple environments. Now let's configure inbound rules. Inbound rules define what traffic is allowed into your droplets. By default, anything not explicitly allowed will be blocked, which is exactly what you want for security. You'll see fields for type, protocol, port range, and sources. If you pick a predefined type, such as SSH, HTTP, or HTTPS, DigitalOcean will automatically fill in the protocol and port fields for you. SSH uses TCP on port 22, HTTP uses TCP on port 80, and HTTPS uses TCP on port 443. If you need something custom, choose a custom type and select the protocol yourself. TCP is used for most web and application traffic, UDP is common for DNS and some streaming services, and ICMP is used for ping and network diagnostics. In port range, you can enter a single port like 22, a list separated by commas, or a range such as 8000, 8100 when your app needs multiple adjacent ports. For sources, decide where the traffic is allowed to originate. You can specify individual IP addresses, entire CIDR blocks, other droplets, tags, load balancers, or even whole VPC networks. A best practice is to keep SSH tightly locked down to your own IP address so only you can connect. For public websites, it's normal to allow HTTP and HTTPS from anywhere using 0.000 for IPv4 and /0 for IPv6. If you're exposing databases or internal services, avoid opening them to the public. Restrict those to trusted private ranges or specific resources. Next, set the outbound rules. Outbound rules control what your droplets are allowed to reach on the internet or your private networks. Many setups allow all outbound traffic because applications often need to reach package mirrors, APIs, DNS, and time servers. If you choose to restrict outbound traffic, be deliberate and include what you need, such as DNS on port 53 and NTP on port 123. Just like inbound, you'll select type, protocol, port range, and destinations. Destinations can be the internet at large, a specific IP range, or other DigitalOcean resources. The stricter you make outbound rules, the more carefully you must track your app dependencies. Scroll to the Apply to Droplets section. This is where you decide which resources your firewall will protect. You can attach the firewall directly to specific droplets or to tags that you apply to multiple droplets. Using tags is great for consistency. Every server with that tag automatically inherits the rules. If you're not sure which to pick, start by selecting the exact droplets you want to protect, and consider tags later as your environment grows. When everything looks correct, click Create Firewall. DigitalOcean will provision the firewall and apply it to the resources you selected. Changes take effect quickly. A quick tip, keep a browser-based console or an alternate access method ready when tightening SSH rules so you don't accidentally lock yourself out. If you do, you can temporarily loosen the rule, save, and reconnect. That's it. You navigated to the firewall area, created a new firewall, chose sensible inbound and outbound rules, attached them to the right droplets, and finalized the configuration. With a clear name, least privilege rules, and a plan for tags, you'll keep your services reachable to the right traffic and safely close to everything else.